We will never take abductions and disappearances in a country, Tanzania, as a normal matter. We refuse to do it. And I, as a Tanzanian, will never swallow.
Hi, what's up, guys? So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about Gwajima. So, Gwajima is a Tanzanian politician, but also he's a man of God. So he has two things in one person. But before we go deep into that, let's see. John Pombe Magufuli, he once told Tanzanians, "You will remember me, mtanikumbuka."
Mimi ni mtumishi wenu na nataka niwaambie ndugu zangu, siku moja mtanikumbuka. Na mimi ninajua mtanikumbuka kwa mazuri, si kwa mabaya. Kwa sababu nimesacrifice maisha yangu kwa ajili ya Watanzania maskini.
You know, when Magufuli passed, that sound came back. Like it was everywhere. It came back. And I felt it. And he said, "You will remember me." And now, the same thing is happening.
Ni heri ya rais aliyekufa Daktari John Joseph Pombe Magufuli kuliko Daktari Samia Suluhu Hassan.
You see? So, when John Pombe Magufuli was finishing his first term as the president, he came out and called this guy called Gwajima. And he said that, "Leteni Gwajima. Bring Gwajima."
Ndio maana narudia wito wangu kwa wanakao. Nileteni Gwajima. Nileteni Gwajima. Nileteni Gwajima. Nileteni Gwajima. Mtamleta ndugu zangu.
So, there must be something he saw in this guy that Tanzanians didn't see. But now they are seeing the same thing. They are seeing the same thing.
We will never take abductions and disappearances in a country, Tanzania, as a normal matter. We refuse to do it. And I, as a Tanzanian, will never swallow that people are abducted and everybody is silenced. Silence means granting access to evil. Silence means comfortable. Silence means go ahead. I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to be silenced. Hebu sema kwa sauti, Tanzania ni yetu sote.
It's a normal thing when politicians are in power, but some leave their guys who has the same behavior as them to protect them. But Magufuli wasn't protecting anything.
Nina machungu na machozi mengi ya Kawe. Kawe ninashindwa kufanya kazi ya mambo makubwa.
Why did Magufuli brought this guy to Tanzanians? And now we are seeing the difference in the leadership.
Kipitisha wanaotafuta tunamie ni wemo, ndio tunapata wale wanaokwenda huko. Chama kinakuwa Gwajimanized. Tusigwajimanize chama chetu, magwajima tuyaache nje.
You know, Magufuli was a leader. I don't say Samia Suluhu is not a leader, but Magufuli is a leader. He was a true leader. A leader who can solve an issue one on one. He can solve issue one on one.
Hey, mumuache huyo mama aje aeleze. Mnasikia? Hey, muacheni huyo mama aje aeleze shida yake.
Their style of leadership are totally different with the current president. But now there's a storm in the sea. Things are not moving on well. So it has been a long time since Tanzanians, the citizens of Tanzania, they have been mocking Kenyans, how Kenyans, they don't know what is called peace, democracy, and they are destroying their countries. not knowing that this is another generation, this is another century, and this is the generation with the most learned people. If you find everywhere in the world, this is the generation with the learned people. You understand? At least out of 10 people in the village, people who grew up in the village or grew up in an area, you find 6 of them are learned, are educated. They understand the environment, they understand what they need, they understand what is supposed to be done. And now that's the difference. It's different from our parents. You know, our parents, they don't care any about things going on. So long as they get food, they sleep, they drink tea, life stops from there. But this is the generation that are really working hard. These are the jobless generation. These are the generation with skills but no money. So tell me, you know, someone who has good skill, money, has no money, but they understand what they really want, they really need. And it's not easy to lie, to deceive this generation. You cannot abduct someone, you cannot kill their sons and daughters and brothers, and they will keep quiet. That's now what's going on. Following the previous protest in Kenya about the finance bill, it opened the eye of most African Gen Zs, Generation Z. And these are now what is going on in Tanzania. I think their eyes have opened. And this one guy, Gwajima, this one guy called Gwajima, this guy is iconic.
Pewa mkopo mkubwa. Wewe kama wewe hapo ulipo tu, nikupe bilioni 800 hapo. Alafu nikwambie jitahidi ndani ya mwezi huu uziishe. Nikupa mfano tu, nakupa mfano.
Tunakuwa omba, tunakopa kujenga, tunakopa kuitengeza nchi. Mwingine huko asiyejua anasimama, hii serikali ya kazi kukopa. Kwani tunakopa kwenda kununua sare za harusi, tunakopa kujenga barabara, tunakopa kujenga mashule na huduma za afya.
In most African countries, the kind of leadership there is so dictatorial, you understand? You cannot talk good, or you cannot talk, or you cannot criticize bad things that are taking place in the government. But imagine, Gwajima is a member of parliament in a ruling party, and he's still trying to correct them and tell them what they're supposed to do, because these people that and hey, so you know that in Africa or in most African countries, the kind of leadership there is so dictatorial, you understand? You cannot talk good, or you cannot talk, or you cannot criticize bad things that are taking place in the government. But imagine, Gwajima is a member of parliament in a ruling party, and he's still trying to correct them and tell them what they're supposed to do, because these people, they're so closed minds, closed eyes, that they cannot see what the country needs. The young people, they don't have jobs, and there's high rate of young people getting into narcotics, you understand? This is happening everywhere in most of these countries. Nowadays, mihadarati is so high. And also, one thing that also makes Gwajima so loud and clear is that he speaks good English. However much Tanzanians, they boast that they speak Swahili. If you speak Swahili so much, no, that one will not make someone from Ethiopia understand you, South Africa understand you. Maybe in Kenya we will understand you, but internationally in other countries, how will those people understand you? So he's becoming so popular, and the people of Tanzania are also tired of same thing. They want change.
Watu wanataka ajira, wataki makao, wanataka mabadiliko.
wanataka mabadiliko. And people are so hungry for change. They are really hungry for change.
Au sijui niagize vikao vinavyokwenda kuchuja watu, vinavyokwenda kuchuja wagombea, wakatende haki. Wakatende haki. Anayefaa aambiwe anafaa, asiyefaa tuseme huyu ana kasoro 1 2 3, hatufai kwa huko mbele tunakokwenda. Kwa hiyo kwa vovote vile tusigwajima na hizi chama chetu, magwajima tuyaache nje.
Yeah, there's always something good like this. Have you like people when in a community setup or in a family setup, you bring a really good wife at home, and this wife is being loved by the family members, by the dad, by the mother. Then one day you wake up and you say that this woman is a prostitute. I don't want her in my house. You're trying to chase her away. Bro, I'm telling you, you can't do that. You will never do that. You will never succeed. And again, you have given birth 5 kids with this woman, and you are trying to do this one. Go back to your home. I don't want to see you here. That the society will not, the community will not accept that. And this is what it's happening at the moment in this country. The young people, they want change. Old people, they want still to rule and enjoy. Why? Because they know that in case the young people get into power, then they'll know how to solve their own problems. And that's why that's how politics works. Let's keep them divided, or let's keep them lack something so that we give them in small bits. So in the moment that they lack that thing, they'll come back to us. Now, you are telling someone that you don't want them publicly.
Hatuhitaji kumuona Gwajima anakwenda ofisi yeyote katika mkoa wetu wa Dar es Salaam kuchukua fomu kuwania ubunge mwaka huu. Ni wakati wake mwafaka sasa kwenda kupumzika na kufanya harakati zake dhidi ya serikali na CCM kwa ujumla kwa uwazi zaidi, badala ya kujificha, ili na sisi sasa kama umoja wa vijana wa CCM Dar es Salaam tukabiliane naye waziwazi. Mimi namshauri Askofu Gwajima kwa niaba ya umoja wa vijana wa CCM mkoa wa Dar es Salaam avue kinyago chake alichokivaa na ajitokeze waziwazi na si vinginevyo. Aseme ajenda yake kuu ni ipi kwa rais wetu na nchi yetu, na kama hana imani na vyombo vyetu vya maamuzi na mijadala ambayo yeye ni mjumbe wa vikao hivi, yani bunge pamoja na neki, ajiuzulu mara moja nafasi yake, ili chama na serikali ijue kuwa kwamba inashughulika na mwanaharakati anayeitwa Josephat Gwajima na si vinginevyo. Ajiuzulu.
You're telling someone publicly. You tell someone publicly. You don't criticize someone. You don't criticize someone who is the favorite of other people. And as you hear that so many people say that the woman president, she was never elected by people on the ballot.
Tunajua fika kwamba wewe hukuchaguliwa na wananchi. Ilitokea bahati ya kuwa mwingine alipita mbele za haki, wewe ukapewa hii nafasi. Kwa hivyo wacha wananchi wakuchague.
After the President Magufuli died, she took over according to the constitution. And now, things that Kenyans have been fighting for like 20 years ago, they are now being evident in Tanzania now. That's what they're trying to do. Let's have a reform in our constitution. The president should have power, and his power should be stipulated by the constitution. Not just you want and you get what you want. No, you do this and you don't do this. These people, they're fighting for their own future children. Because if we have a system that doesn't work, you just get into the politics, into the office, and you rule the way you want. You say, oh, police, oh, you don't do this. Oh, foreigners, you don't come to our country. So how is that going to happen? So this is what happening. And the more you attack your opponent, the more you make this person strong. Because people will try to find out what's really good about this person that is being attacked. Because in my community, we say that tree with fruits, that's where the stone is being thrown to. Yath mangolemo emi baye kidi. You can't throw stones to an empty tree with no fruits. What do you want to achieve? Nothing. So this is why this guy is so powerful at the moment. And also to make it worse, to make it worse, she deregistered all the churches under this guy. So where do you want Christians to pray? Okay, we understand that you are a Muslims, but in this country we are brothers and sisters. Where is the freedom of religion? So it's like it's gonna be war. You Muslims are attacking Christians. Because this is my analysis. If you see the way I'm seeing it, then let me know in the comment section. This is a war, and this is something this president has dug her own grave. You understand? In Kenya, Kenyans are fighting for good governance. They don't care who is the president, but they are fighting for good governance. Why should corruption be legal? Why should budget be inflated in that the more money enters, the more money these people enjoy without any development? And things are becoming so tough. This is my analysis. So guys, if you really watching this video and you have been really captured by what I'm trying to say and analyze, please give me more information or need your analysis so that I can make the next video. So thanks for watching. It's always Lovey Talks, and let's live with peace, brothers and sisters. You understand? So life is the most important thing, but as life is the most important thing, what drives life is love. So, and love is not only the love we receive, it's the love you give. There's nothing good like what you give. So thanks for watching. It's clear here on Lovey Talks. Thanks for watching.